So do you also wish to generate interactive survey questions for your business automatically using an AI? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to create interactive polls and survey questions using AI agent. So as a business owner, my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically OpenAI should generate some interactive questions that I can ask to my customers as a customer feedback. And after generating the questions, automatically that question should be updated in my Google Sheets under a specific column. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Sheets with OpenAI and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to use an AI agent to quickly generate engaging survey and poll questions for your business. It's a smart way to save time and collect meaningful feedback. Alright, so as you all know that as a business owner, I often need to collect feedback from my customers to improve my products and services. So instead of spending hours thinking of the right questions, I use an AI agent to quickly generate interactive polls and survey questions. It saves me time and helps me come up with smart, engaging questions that actually get responses. So whether I'm running a product survey, even feedback form, or a quick social media poll, using AI makes the process faster and more effective. Alright, so here on my screen you can see the Google Sheet that I've already created with the name survey questions. And here you can see the fields that I've taken over here, such as survey topic, target audience, type of survey, and the survey questions. Alright, so now here my objective is that when I'm going to add a new survey topic, target audience, and type of survey in this Google Sheet, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate the survey questions. And after generating the questions, automatically that question should be updated in my Google Sheets under the specific column that is named as survey questions. Alright, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Sheets with OpenAI and Google Sheets using an automation software. And now firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this amazing automation to understand the entire process more clearly. Alright, so now here to see the working of this automation, I need to add a new detail in my Google Sheets first. Alright, so let me add the details over here. Alright, so here you can see I've successfully added the details over here, and as soon as I've added the details over here, automatically some survey questions has been generated by OpenAI and added over here under the specific column. Alright, so this was all about the working of this amazing automation, and now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your Google Sheets with your OpenAI account and your Google Sheets again using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here on the screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create interactive polls and survey questions using AI agent. And now after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, then you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now moving back to Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards that trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin the automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets, as I am adding new details in Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. So here in my Google Sheets trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, so that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response. Or you can say automatically this entire work should get triggered. Alright, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So I'm following the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account. So this is the sheet that I've already created with the name survey questions, and now we are going to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. But here, before moving forward with the connection, firstly I'm going to add a new detail over here in this Google Sheet. Alright, so let me add the details. And here you can see I have successfully added a new detail over here in my Google Sheet. Alright, so now after adding the details, we are going to connect this sheet with Pabbly Connect. So here to build this connection, firstly you need to install an add-on in your Google Sheets account first. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here under this add-on you need to select get add-ons. And then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this particular add-on in your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So moving back, and once you're going to install this particular add-on, then you need to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so now moving back, and after installing this add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so now after that, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you will be able to see an option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So from here you need to select initial setup. Now here under this initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. And here for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see my last data column with my Google Sheets is column C, where I'm adding the details. So for the trigger column, I'm going to add my trigger column as column C, and then I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets, and we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now after building this connection, I'm going to test this connection by clicking on the send test button given over here. And here you can see it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent this first row data of our Google Sheets to our Pabbly's workflow, or you can say to our webhook URL. Alright, so now here, before moving back to Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and from here you need to turn on the send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever you're going to add a new detail in your Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. And now here let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, so let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the type of survey, trigger, column, target audience, survey topic, spreadsheet name, ID, sheet name, sheet ID, and the row index. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received new details to our Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, I want OpenAI to generate the proper survey questions for me. So for that, I'm going to connect OpenAI with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas. So in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT, so that by using this particular model, OpenAI should generate these survey questions for me. Alright, so now here to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here in the API keys, you can see some existing keys. So I'm going to generate a new key by clicking on this create new secret key, and here I'm going to give a name to my key, that are survey question. And then I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to create the secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now after entering the API token, I'm going to click on this save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the AI model. So if I click on this drop down menu, you can see all the existing models over here. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4. You can select the AI model as per your need. And now after selecting the AI model, it is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI to generate a proper survey questions for me. So here I'm going to add a relevant prompt. And here you can see I have successfully added a relevant prompt over here where I've added some instructions for the AI and the detail as survey topic, target audience and type of survey. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes a text dynamic so that whenever we're going to receive new details from our Google Sheets, then automatically its previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the survey topic, I'm going to map the survey topic. Here for the target audience, I'm going to map the target audience. And lastly, here I'm going to map the type of survey. So this is the type of survey over here. And with this, we have successfully completed our prompt over here. So now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received a message content generated where we have successfully received the entire 5 questions generated for our survey. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up our action step as well. So now after generating a new question using OpenAI, I want to add these questions generated in my Google Sheets under the specific column that is named as survey questions. So for that I'm going to add another action step over here, and here in this action step again I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, and this time I'm going to select my action event as update a cell value, so that by using this particular action event I'm going to update the value for this particular column. So now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect, and this time to build this connection I'm going to select add new connection because I've connected my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in a trigger setup, and this time I'm going to connect my Sheets with Pabbly Connect in an action setup. So that's why I'm going to create a new connection over here. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I've already shown you that I have created my spreadsheet with the name survey questions. So I'm going to select my spreadsheet as survey questions. And then it is asking me to select the sheet. So I'm going to select the sheet as sheet 1, and then it is asking me to enter the range. So it says enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated here. Example C5, that is column name plus row index. So here you can see my column name is column D over here. So I'm going to add the column name as D, and here for the row index, I'm going to map the row index from the response that I received in my Google Sheets. So this is the row index. So here I've mapped the row index because I want to make this text dynamic, and here I've manually entered this column name because I want to make this column name static because the column is going to remain the same but row index is going to be changed. That's why I've added the dynamic value over here. Alright, so now after adding the range, it is asking me for the value field. So here in this value field, I need to enter the value that I want to update in this particular column. So I'm going to map the questions generated by OpenAI over here. Alright, so now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully updated our Google Sheet with the questions generated by OpenAI. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully updated this column value over here. That means the questions generated by OpenAI over here. So with this, we have successfully set up an entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as Google Sheets and an action as OpenAI and Google Sheets. So that whenever we're going to add a new detail in our Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI is going to generate the proper survey questions. And after generating these questions, automatically that question is going to be updated in our Google Sheet under a specific column. Alright, so these were the steps to how to create interactive polls and survey questions using AI agent. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.